Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I want to show you guys how to create a address or clickable address link on your WordPress website. Not only is this just a link, this link will actually open up the Google Maps for people to be able to, see everything in regards to your business and get the directions right away. Since people are definitely familiar with Googling, searching businesses and then clicking on the Google Maps to get the directions, this is going to be super helpful, especially if you are a local business. Now, you guys know I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and if you didn't, now you know. So I just used the Wolf Chase Mall in Memphis, Tennessee as the address for this tutorial, but as you see, it brings it up here, and then I can easily just click on directions and get directions to go directly to the Wolf Chase Mall. Now, if you want this on your website, maybe you are a esthetician, like one of my clients who I just did this for on her website, or if you're any other type of local business, this is going to be perfect for you. Now, you can place this anywhere, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm using to create this, and you'll see that you can put this anywhere on your website. However, for this tutorial, I do have it in my footer, but this isn't to say that it's only for footers. Again, you can put this anywhere on your website. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the back end of the dashboard so I can show you guys exactly step by step how to do this. So the first thing you need to do over on the back end of your dashboard is go to the actual place that you want this to be shown. Wherever you want this clickable address link, you need to go there. So if you are trying to put this, let's say, on your contact page, you need to go to pages, you need to go to all pages, find that contact page or any other page you're trying to put this clickable address link on, and you need to open it up with Elementor. Right? So for me, I'm using a footer, so I'm not going to actually be on pages. However, I know where I created my footer, and that's inside of the Elementor's theme builder. So I'm going to go right over here to the templates and scroll down to the theme builder. Once the theme builder opens, you will see all of your different parts. If you've already been using the theme builder, as you see, I have. So I see my custom footer right here. If I just click it, I can now go ahead and edit it. And then of course, it'll open it up with Elementor and I can begin my edits. All right, so now that I have Elementor open, what I'm going to do first is actually duplicate this because I want to show you guys from scratch how you can do this. So I'm going to go right here where I already have mine set, and I'm just going to delete that because I want to show you guys from scratch. So basically, all I'm using is an icon list. So over here in the widgets tab where you have this plus button, I'm going to search for icon. And as you see, the icon list right here, that is what I use, and that's what we'll be using in this tutorial. So go ahead and drag that anywhere on the page where you want it to be. In this case, I want mine right underneath this heading in between this map. So over on the content settings right here for the icon list, I'm just going to go ahead and delete the last two, and I'm only going to keep one because I want to set this one up exactly how I want, and then I just want to duplicate it from there. So the first thing I noticed that that's too light, so I'm going to actually go to the style tab really quickly, and I'm going to change this color to something that I can actually read, which is perfect. So right here we see we have list item 1. Now obviously we want it to look like our address. So what we need is an address icon. This can be anything, and then we need the actual physical address. So the first thing you're going to do is of course give this a text name. So you're going to name it the address. So this is where your address will go right here. For the icon, again, you click on the icon and you can choose whatever icon. You can go from pinpoint whatever type of icon you want. I'm just going to choose this one for simplicity purposes. Now, the most important part is, of course, going to be how do you make this clickable? And that way is going to be using this link field right here. Now, right off the bat, you would think that it's something in the dynamic tags or maybe link options, and nope. You're actually going to put a link here, and I'm going to put the link on the screen so you guys can see. However, you're just going to be using the googlemaps.com link, and then you're going to put your actual address after that, but instead of spaces or just keeping it all bunched up, you're going to use a plus symbol in regards or to replace the space. So if I just come right here, so for the link, I'm going to now go ahead and paste in my link. And if we just pay attention to this, let's go all the way back to the beginning. You will see that again, this is just the google.com/maps URL. So HTTPS www.google.com/maps, and all we have after there is the search / API equals one and sign query. You guys get it, but again, I have this entire link URL down in the description box for you. However, after that equal sign, what you need to do then is, of course, put in your address. In everywhere where you will naturally put a space, you just need to fill the space in with that plus symbol. I'm hoping this makes sense. If you guys aren't following me, be sure to chat with me down in the comment section. However, this is going to be our link. This is going to make sure that it's clickable when someone touches this, and it's going to open up the Google Maps. And that's really it. That's all it is to it. Now you can do other things, like if you see in the original one, I do have it change color on hover. And so for this one here, I'm just going to go over to the style tab, and for the icon, you see you have the hover option. Just choose a different color. And as you see, the icon change. And of course, we need to do the same thing with the text. That way they can both go simultaneously. And there we go. Oops, I did that wrong. No, this is supposed to be primary, and the hover is supposed to be the accent color. And there we go. And that's pretty much it. And if you just hover over this right now and you pay attention to the left bottom of my screen, the little blue notification, you will see that that is a link. So if I go off of it, nothing happens. But if I hover over it, you'll see that there is a link signifying that this is linkable or clickable, right? So I'm going to go ahead and exit that because now you get the gist of it. Go ahead and publish this and then go and check it out live on your website. All right, so now that it's being refreshed, I'm going to go ahead and hover on it. Again, you see the link is popping up in the bottom left. And if I click on it, it's going to directly take me straight into the Google Maps, and I can now get the directions to get to where I'm trying to go to. And that's super, super easy. That's how you can create a clickable address link on your WordPress website that opens up the Google Maps for people to get directions to your location. If you guys want more in-depth tutorials, if you guys are looking for a community full of other designers, if you are looking to do a full class with me where I show you guys how to build easy, modern, nice, stylish, and very creative websites inside of WordPress, don't hesitate to join my community. I will have it linked down below. I do classes every Friday. That's pretty much it for this tutorial, and I will catch you guys in the next one.